What is up, you guys? Welcome back to JSig Poker, where I go over PLO hands, hand reviews, poker vlogs, as well as for Hold'em in the future. If you guys like this video, or if you guys like PLO content and want to get better, definitely hit that like and subscribe button, because I'll be coming out with videos almost every day to help you guys get better. Alright, so let's get into it. Right now I'm going to review some hands from the Triton High Stakes Poker. Alright, this is the PLO game. I mean, just an absolutely juicy game, you guys. Let's go and take a look here in the first hand. We got a juicy one.
1K more.
Alright, so we got Adams limping in with, 7-6-5-4. I like it. You know, it's going to be a loose game. You don't want to look like a nit and fold, but you also don't want to raise under the gun, especially with a bunch of aggressive players behind you and loose players like Tom Dwan and Paul Foy. Paul Foy comes in with King 5 Deuce 3, not a good hand. Tom Dwan, I expect him to pot it here.
And here we go, Tom Dwan.
And he does go ahead and pot it with his Queen 10 9 4 double suited. I like it. Rui Cow 3 bets to 47,000 with 10 8 7 5 singles suited. He is here to play, and he has position versus Tom Dwan, and he's deep. I absolutely love the play here. You know, obviously GTO wise, not a 3-bet, most likely just a fold, in a lot of cases. But you know, he has some card removal effects. Tom Dwan could have high cards, and he's got a bunch of 10 8 7 5 hands. That is Rui that he can hit as well and kind of look hidden. I expect Timothy Adams just to fold here.
You're very right.
Can't call that and you know, risk Tom Dwan 4-bet jamming there. Then you get into 7-6-5-4. Pretty bad hand.
Re-raising to 47,000.
Come on, Timothy. He's just playing for the camera.
I'm drunk, but I know what I'm doing.
You don't know what you're doing.
This.
Your mom watching. Yep.
Yeah, he's still tanking. He's like, is this the hand that I want to look like a crazy player in a PLO cash game? I don't know, man. I've only got a few bullets. Yeah, he gives it up here. Paul Foy, expect him to give it up as well. He's dominated by so many hands, like pocket kings, ace, ace, 5, 6, single suited. And Tom Dwan is not going to fold this. We go to a flop. We are deep, boys. 500k deep.
Are you confident?
2 premium hands. I mean, right? I'm just kidding, guys. These are not premium hands, especially in a full ring game.
I don't know enough. I'll teach you, though. I'll guide you.
All right, flop is ace 9 queen, 2 spades. Tom Dwan flops bottom 2 with I think that's a second nut flush draw, and Rui Cow has a gut shot. I expect Rui to, c-bet a lot of the time. He has pocket aces in his range. Tom Dwan can have a bunch of hands. He could just be folding here. So Tom Dwan, I expect him to check as well. No point in leading here. You don't want to bet and then get jammed on by pocket aces. Then you lose. You don't get to realize that equity.
Aces, yes. If I hit aces, yeah, that's all I know.
I like maybe a third or half pot size bet here. Rui does go a little bit big, a little bit over half pot. And now Tom Dwan has a decision. Does he want to check call? Does he want to check jam? What is Rui's range here? In my opinion, I think he should just check call. There's no point in check jamming here. You're not going to get value from anything worse. You're only going to get it in versus hands like ace, king, 10, 9, right? Ace 9 king jack with spades, ace queen, pocket aces, just hands that beat you, and you're just drawing to a flush or a backdoor straight. Whereas if he does have bluffs, he's going to be very, very far behind. So I do like letting Rui Cow potentially bluff turns, and then if I'm Tom Dwan, check jamming brick turns.
Yeah, sure. I mean, Jack 9 is okay. If you have double suits against aces, it's good.
Yeah, it's like 4 card 6 combo.
The only thing you're really protecting from is a hand like King, King, 8, 10 with spades, but even that has really, really good equity you're flipping against.
I mean,
Bottom 2, thinking about
No, 6. It's only 6
maybe
combo, yeah.
put it in.
But yeah, anything that Rui can bet call here with is going to have Tom Dwan either in really, really bad shape or they're going to be flipping.
Normally you would be worried about Pocket
And Tom
aces
Dwan
in
is
the
strongly
rear spot, but this is
contemplating
very
on what
cow.
to do here.
Yeah. Boxed.
I think he gets the feeling that Rui Cow is just being aggressive. Yeah, you can see he's strongly contemplating what to do here. And Rui's like, come on, dude, just fold, man.
They do have 500,000 stacks. Is
Yeah,
gonna go for
Tom
it.
Dwan does go for the pot bet. $282,000. He commits himself with bottom two and the second flush draw. I mean, I don't blame him, but I just don't like it. And Rui obviously going to fold his hand with only 11% equity. All right, so let's get to the next hand here. But yeah, I think Tom Dwan missed out on some value there. But let's go to the next hand.
Three hearts.
All right, so how the hand went is Rui Cow opens from the hijack to 14,000. He gets 4 callers behind him, and the flop comes ace, king, 7, 2 clubs. Rui has the nut flush draw with a gut shot, plus he's going to have the range advantage since he opened before everyone else. So I expect him to bet here and continue his aggression.
Okay, so Paul's got bottom set.
Why you?
Check.
But you can just tell this is a fun game because we're here to have fun and relax. And Rui Cow does go ahead. Let's see how much he bets here.
Do the hand.
40. You bet 40. 50.
How much? 40.
All right, he pretty much pots it 54,000, trying to get hands to fold like ace 7, like king 7. I don't think sets are ever going to fold. People can potentially have like ace X with the jack high flush draw, king X with the jack high flush draw with the gut shot. So I don't mind it if you're Rui. Elton saying, trying to think about what to do with this top pair. Yeah, just fold, man. Just save us some time, please.
8 on 10.
How much you have, Rui? How much you have?
Now Paul Foy with a real decision. You know, I don't like check jamming with bottom set. You're only going to get it in versus aces and kings, potentially ace king. Might even fold if you check jam, unless he has like ace king with a gut shot or ace king with a flush draw or ace jack queen 10 with the flush draw. So you're not doing that great versus hands that are drawn up against you. And then when they do have you beat, you're pretty much crushed. So I do like a check call here if you're Paul Foy.
80.
79.
Why you bet half pot?
Why not?
That means
I don't think he's scared at all. I mean, he's playing some of the highest stakes games in the world.
Yes, you're right.
He's just trying to determine what is the best play here. And he knows Rui can be aggressive, so his range can be
Ace 7, 8, 9.
other hands that
half pot.
aren't aces and kings.
This flop.
Plus, Paul Foy doesn't block a hand like, you know, a queen of clubs or a jack of clubs, which is
He
great.
has lit up. Now he's representing 3 aces, 3
Yeah.
kings.
Exactly.
Okay, now it's
Come on, Paul, do something. Don't be a
3
nit.
aces, right?
No, you can have
I think he's actually contemplating folding here.
He does have 3 sevens.
It's taking a while. I mean, it's a tough decision with bottom set in a deep pot when someone pots 4 ways. You got to be, you know, a little scared. But yeah, I didn't expect him to fold here.
That's by
This
logic.
table banter is just epic.
He's probably going to see a safe turn and then make a decision, probably get it in.
Check.
Turn is a deuce of hearts. And Rui, yeah, I do expect him to pot here. Honestly, you know, I might just check back and try and realize my equity if you're Rui. I mean, what is Paul Foy check calling a pot bet on that flop? Probably a hand that is not going to fold the turn on a deuce. I mean, you block the draws, right? You block queen high flush draws, gut shots, and straight draws with flush draws. The only thing that you're really worried of is a hand like king X with jack of clubs, maybe. You know, but I really like to check back and see my free river here.
No 160.
But of course, he doesn't know that Paul Foy has bottom set, so you can't blame him as well. Paul does look kind of
Elton
weak,
cannot stop laughing. His hand's not been over.
Very
and you're gonna have outs, you know, as well versus any hand.
How much?
You know I have 3-7 on. Wait. 159.
I don't expect Paul to go anywhere at this point on the brick
Still
turn.
tell me, you know?
Especially if he's suspecting Rui of being aggressive and bluffing
You
here.
want me to know that my 3-7 is not strong enough. 1?
59.
Telling Rui Cow he's got 3 sets.
Yeah, and if he's gonna go in, he's got to go all in. You know, you got to make a decision now. If you're beat, you're beat. If you're good, you got to protect your equity against flush draws.
S7, not to say 3-7. He can have S queen, S king.
You call? What's that?
Wait.
Come on, everyone's like pissed off at Paul Flaw right now. They think he has like nothing. They have no idea he actually has a set in his hand. It's hilarious. All right, there we go, Paul. Good call, good call.
All in.
All right, we got a casual $714,000 pot.
7-7.
And these guys are just laughing it up. I love it.
He can have fucking ace deuce here.
Rui, not in good shape. He is not loving the call. He's only at 25%. He only has 25% equity here.
Everybody see anyway.
These guys are playing like it's blackjack or like roulette or something. It's so funny.
Automatic all in. Automatic all in.
Flash draw only, right?
And there's Tom Dwan having the ball. I think this is the game that he gives back a bunch of money and then he wins a huge session. But people just give him action, keep inviting him back because he gives action.
Squeeze.
Squeeze, okay. Let him squeeze. Slowly.
Give him the
Face up.
Burn. And give to him face down.
Give him 2 weight because
All right, let's see the first river.
much better game than Holden.
They're playing games over here. At least both these guys are having fun. Oh! River is an ace. Paul Fwa picks that up.
What are you thinking? 3 sevens.
No, I'm trying to.
Did they run it once? Yeah, they did run it once. Sickos. Run it once in a $700,000 pot. All right, let's get to the last hand, boys. All right, so we got Tom Dwan limping under the gun. Rui Cow potting with King, Queen 2. I like it. Elton Zhang not being in it, not folding Queen 7-6 offsuit. I love it. Paul Fwa, this is definitely a pot bet. I mean, King, Queen, Jack 10, double suited, high rundown. This is an absolute monster, especially in a loose game. Plus, he's on the button and deep.
If you want, you can call 11,000 and then get 4 cards.
No.
Wait, you call
What is Tom
11,000
Dwan contemplating here?
and then get 4.
No, it's spot now.
I think he wants to gamble. He does want to gamble. He's going to cold call. 48,000 with 10-7-8-5. He's actually a 35% favorite in this pot because everyone else is sharing their own outs.
Multiple callers.
How did he know?
Big cards.
Rui coming in there with 48K. Elton Zhang coming in there with 48, having no idea his outs are literally dead. Rui has his queen. Paul has his queen. And he doesn't have
No
clubs.
one's got aces here.
And Tom Dwan's got his other outs for the straights. This is a sick game of PLO, my friends.
Whatever. Everybody call?
Fall away.
One, yeah?
Let's see a flop.
It's not good.
200k in the pot.
Jack 9-5. Wow, what an absolute monster flop for Paul Fwa. He flops a straight flush draw with top pair with a high wrap. Tom Dwan has bottom pair with the wrap and a backdoor flush draw. I'm not expecting him to get anywhere. This thing could get massive. Pot is already 200k, and Tom Dwan and Paul Fwa is almost $700,000 deep. Now, if you're Paul Fwa, I don't like potting here. You basically have the nuts, man. I just like betting maybe, maybe 2/3 pot or something. I don't want to blow hands that I dominate off. Hands like Tom Dwan's, hands with low flush draws and straight draws. I'd rather keep those hands in.
This is actually good.
But let's see what he does.
We never thought that Omaha could play.
Right, sir.
This is right.
You are AA. They have Jack.
We're just like, I have no idea.
No way. If I have a jack, they have no jack. Maybe
It's so obvious to me that Paul Foy has a hand here. He's doing this and then probably gonna bet here. Everyone's gonna know.
Alright, here we go.
Yeah, he does
Got
bet the
wrapped
pot.
in a flush draw.
Now, if you're Tom Dwan, you have bottom pair, you know, with the wrap. Flush draws can dominate you. This is a tough decision. Most of the time, I would just probably fold here, but I'm not sure what the solver would say. But let's see what he does. You know he's gonna be in there to gamble, and yeah, he doesn't even hesitate. He's in there.
Call? Tom?
Tom calls of his open-ended pair.
And his 8 is actually dead. His queen is actually dead too. So he's only at 20%. He only has 20% equity. He's absolutely dominated. That's exactly why I fold this, you guys, because my opponent can have hands like Paul Foy's. Let's see a turn though. It can get sick.
Table.
This game is playing for fun, man. It's not even money.
There's been many.
6 of diamonds. Tom Dwan turns the absolute nuts with a redraw backdoor flush draw. That is the best possible turn for Tom Dwan, and I'm sure he's loving it at this point. If you're Tom, do you just want to jam? I would. Yeah, I don't want to risk Paul Foy checking back here with a hand like ace ace, king queen with hearts, right? Ace ace, 8-9 with hearts. You know, I don't want to risk that. I want to get that in now and force Paul, you know, to commit all his chips when he's behind. So I do like a lead jam if you're Paul or if you're Tom Dwan.
7-8 is the nuts.
Yeah, that's right.
Correct.
586,000 euro in the middle.
Queen 10 king.
Yep, and he does
Pots it.
lead pot. I love it. I love it. This pot is 1.78. 1.78 million. Oh my goodness, this is an insane hand. If you're Paul Foy, you have to call here. You have equity versus anything, and you actually can see he's a 38% equity versus the nuts. So he's 100% going to call here. And this is an absolutely monster pot, my friends.
Nobody.
4 of us.
It's up.
No,
Yeah.
4 people were.
No.
4 people in the flop. 4 people in the flop.
Okay, so it might be trapping. Cannot be trapping like Omaha. How be trapping?
Everyone's kind of getting annoyed at Paul Foy at this point, but I'm sure they're letting him take his time. This is going to be a $1.6 million pot once his chips are in.
You can spread the spread the pot.
I would love to see him run it once, though.
All right, here we
Yeah,
go.
he's
Makes
in
the
there.
call. 1.5 million
Tom Dwan is
total.
probably sick.
2 times.
He knows he's a favorite, but this is a sick hand to be up against.
50 of red flush draws.
I don't know. I know I have this.
Super monster hand.
You can bet on him.
Super monster.
Super monster.
Look, they're both happy. They're not even nervous.
2 times.
Yeah, they're running it twice.
First one.
Part of the night. So we're gonna love Omaha.
What you have?
2. First, give me a 2 spade.
Straight. He is flush draw as well.
No.
2 then 9. 9 then jack.
50-50.
Tom Dwan runs good in these spots, my friends. He really does.
He has a lot of.
I know.
Yeah, and he also
I expect him to win. Ooh, there is a heart for Paul Foy. Not a good river. Tom Dwan. Ooh, now he's just hoping for a chop.
very likely to win this second.
We were like that.
Paul Foy now 36% equity. Still has a ton of outs. Ooh, and Tom Dwan dodges. They split the pot, my friends.
Chop it up.
That was a sick pot. That had me on the edge of my seat, you guys. But that is my hand analysis of the recent, not even recent, but the Triton High Stakes PLO cash game. If you guys like this video, like my commentary, found it helpful for you guys' PLO game, and want to go try it, go ahead. You know, and please hit that like and subscribe button for more PLO content, and let me know what you guys thought in the comment section, how you would have played those hands. All right, so until the next video, peace out, you guys.